That's good. Is it moving?
No,
Okay.
like it's just sat there. I can see my roots.
Good. Almost like a box, like a gift box or something within it. This is nice.
I've got feathers on my arms. Not like a cloak, I mean like proper feathers.
Hmm.
I'm not a bird. I've got a triangle in my groin,
Mm-hmm.
which is fire.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a moon shape here.
You got lots of alchemy within you.
Big roaring sun there. Right there. And there's this weird cube. I don't know what this thing is.
So the cube is on your heart area or your chest? Wait.
Just like around here. It's just like a black edge. You can see through it. There's nothing in it. It's just like a square, like a cube. But there's
Okay.
nothing in it.
You know, love alchemy that coming up from other lives, and it's like it's stored within you and it's coming forward. I like this. You're fun, man. I'm getting a whole bunch of hits on you.
I've got a blue egg there. It's like an egg shape.
Where's that?
In my throat, a blue egg.
Okay.
An egg shape. And then here I've got a real eye.
Good. That's your third eye.
It is real.
It is.
Because I don't want to poke myself in it because it might.
It's okay.
And then I've got like this purple hair.
Purple what?
Hair.
Purple hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so your galactic, one of your galactic people are coming forward.
It's not that abnormal, do you know what I mean?
No, it's not. It's one of your imprints, one of your fractals that are coming forward.
All I need now is a pair of sunglasses and I look fucking way cool.
Yes.
Now I've got this nice tube going all the way up.
You say golden tube?
It's like silver, it's more astral. Lunar,
Okay.
starlight.
That's your Sirian light.
Well, I always had myself down as a weirdo, but this really takes the biscuit.
No, you're good. You're good. That's your Sirian soul.
I like burst into the song and start singing that song. I am the man in the box.
Hey, but funny because you're out of the box, but yes. Okay.
Man, why did I spend all those years being fucking miserable? There was no point in that. That was just a big waste of energy.
It's all right. We all learn, we all go through stuff.
Yeah, but I could have been having fun instead.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Okay. You got that square on your chest box.
Yeah, it don't feel bad. It's nothing bad. It's just weird.
Yeah.
You know, some people are lucky they get two breasts. I got a square box.
It's okay. Okay.
Maybe it's got one of those Jack in the Box things in it, where if you open it, it just punches you in the face.
Well, I'm picking up. It's a gift or something that's going to unfold. That's what.
Well, yeah, if it unfolded, it wouldn't be a cube anymore. It'd be something else. It would be like a cross made of 5 squares. If you flatten it, yeah.
Yeah.
If you undo all the astral sellotape on it, right, and flatten it,
Yeah.
it then becomes like more like a square flower. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. This life you don't need to be.
Seeing myself like this is pretty cool, actually. I quite like myself.
Well, look at you, I'm in trance, huh?
I like glued together of all these different shapes and patterns. It's like, who the fuck am I? It's like, well, I'm all this.
Things are releasing, things are coming up. It's like notes.
Spirals at my feet. That's a cool one.
Connection to Earth, your elemental.
Dance, yeah, little fairies all giving it some, you know what I mean? They're having a little fairy rave down there.
Yes, because you're open to elementals. That's why you pick things up so fast. You pick up things at many levels besides the 3D, what's the Earth meat suit that we're in, but you're also picking up other higher dimensions. And you're very multi-dimensional too as well.
So here's a nice one for everyone. They all think fairies are cute, but they're not. This lot are real ugly, you know what I mean? Like bad ugly, you know?
There's some negative ones.
Proper fairies. There's no flies on these ones. They're like all earthy colours like browns and greens, and
They are. Mm-hmm.
they're pretty funny, do you know what I mean? They're not horrible, they're just different.
Yeah. I must say, all the wells that I've done, you're the most fun.
Well, I've done a lot of healing prior to this, but I didn't think I was going to be this chatty patty. Maybe we're releasing all the amphetamines I did when I was younger.
Yes. The child within you that couldn't be explored or couldn't talk freely is part of it.
That's been a big thing in my life.
Yes, you had to be muted, and now where you are now, be free.
Yeah, trodden down just for saying a few words, man. You know what I mean? That's bullshit.
Sometimes you had to hold it with things you think will make the situation worse, or it's not the proper environment to express. Yeah.
Every child has the right to be heard.
Oh, heck yeah. Even if people giggle, or no need to giggle at children, but even if they just hear the child, children have every right to express. And they have bad days. If they want a day off from school, they should, just as adults do. Whatever they're doing in life. Okay.
Yeah, they're just little humans. Do you know what I mean? That little boy, he's still alive, isn't he?
He's still there. It's okay.
It's fun.
Things are releasing. Things are coming up. It's bubbling up like champagne, you know. They're bubbling up. I've asked for them to please be around you to let things bubble up and release. I will do these a couple of times too. So it's good.
Or I hope what I'm doing can help others, because it's like parents think they're smart, yeah?
Yeah.
Kids are often smarter. Kids don't see the world through bullshit eyes. They see the real world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Love is love, pain is pain. They don't mix it together, do you know what I mean? They don't mix it up.
You just say it, you express it. Well, we know that you're intuitive. We know that you're open radar and the way you feel people's emotions, and sometimes you take it in if they're low vibration frequency, because you're where you're at when you're just like sitting in mud and everybody else is sinking in the quicksand. You're like, I'm going to get out of this. This isn't me. I don't have to feel it. That's a lot of people who are awakening and who have these cracks, let's say, the light's busting through. They are feeling others, and also you're also feeling things electricity wise from electronics, wires, and the trees behind your house and around you help transmute it, which is why you feel so comfortable and soothed when you go in nature.
Oh man, trees are the greatest internet out there.
Yeah, trees are our radars to help clear us, and they were the original message centers. They're the original telephone lines.
Yeah, they're just great. I love trees.
And the dryads, and then you pick up the dryads, you pick up the fairies. There's many realms that you pick up because you have been many of them as well. You have been the dryad in the tree. You have been the magician, which part of alchemy within you that's coming forward. You are part of the war because you have been in wars. You have been part of caring for others and they backstabbed you, or the maturity. Sounds familiar. You have been with people that you come on, let's go together, let's fix this, let's go explore, let's go help people. And they said, no, I want to stay in my place and be safe. So what else am I picking up here?
I'm a super highway for fairies.
Yes, you are.
That little shits, they run up and down me like this. They just do what they want, you know what I mean? Which is all right, I don't mind.
And especially with the house plant. You have 1 or 2 house plants in your room, don't you? That they love to play in there. They love it.
Yeah, they're cool. Do you know what I mean? They're good buddies to have.
Yeah.
But they're just not what people think. They ain't got wings. There's none of that. There's none of that crap going on. This ain't Hans Christian Andersen. This is the real shit. They got twiggy arms and stuff like that. They're very leafy looking things. But they're cool. Do you know what I mean? They know how to have fun and throw a party.
I'm picking up one of your fractals is because you have a strong warrior, but you're very peaceful and love. It's Archangel Michael's one I'm picking up.
I love a bit of Zen, yeah.
And his sword is golden and it's glowing. If you ever need help, you can also hold his sword tip up towards touching your third eye, and then where the hand wraps around it, what would be the base or something will be, you can put that into your lower kind of like pelvis area. So it's this long sword, and that also will help you the direction that you're focused on. And yeah, you have really good colors in your energy fields. You have a little pings and dents, like, you know, almost like rubber bullets hitting a shield and it makes a dent or something. You have some dents, but that's experiences of this life and or other.
Yeah, my teacher said I was a bit dense.
Well, not in the dense of, but I mean, you know, like this, well, you know, I think a lot of people who say people are dense, really what they're doing is picking up. They are observing in silence and pulling the information into like a file cabinet within them.
See, now here's a really weird one for you, right? This is, he is fucking enormous. And I mean massive. And he's not really like your fairy tale jobby. This dude's like pretty wild, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scraggy hair, big grey beard. He's not your archetypal Merlin sort of thing.
There's something of it, almost like no, maybe. Oh man, something's there.
Yeah,
almost like I might be off, almost like tap into, I want to say like fairy magic, but there's more to it.
Yeah, he lives in a rock.
Yes. Thank you. That's my second thing in the forest. It's a different kind of wood, similar to the one you have in the back of your house. And they know they know when you're coming too, and they watch and they observe you.
Yeah, there's a big rock in the garden, and then do you remember when I bought that Numi? It's almost like it's the astral version of him. It's the real version of the gnome on the
You got it. You're seeing it. Yep.
His muscles are fucking like this. Do you know what I mean? He makes Arnold Schwarzenegger look little.
Yes. You can ask him. Ask him if they have a message for you. See what you pick up.
Gold.
And gold represents?
It's time not to be poor anymore.
Yes.
Gold. He's going to lead me to stuff.
Yes.
What people would call treasure. but it ain't treasure. Not like that. Not
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And he's saying like solid as a rock.
Yeah.
I don't think he means rich, just say solid as a rock. He's like,
no matter what shit happens to you, you always move forward. You're not into, I'm going to sit here and pick my scab. You move up, you move on, you walk over them of like, I don't need your shit, or I'm going to figure this out. And you always move forward. You never sit, bitch, and moan. That's not you. Yeah, I mean, you talk about your day sucks. Who else? But you know that there's a next day.
yeah, I have a little
other energies that rise.
Yeah, I'll have a little grizzle, but who don't, you know?
Yeah. I'm being human.
This dude he's really interesting, right? I've not worked with things like this, and he's like, he's not like your typical, you know, I've got a pickaxe and I've got a shovel. He don't work like that. It's like he smells this stuff, right? He can smell it. And then he just like wanders to it and goes, oh, look what I found. But it's about the one thing I've never had, which is stability.
Yes.
It's almost like he's like an anchor point in a way. But he's just there. Well, you know, he's a mountain spirit. He comes from Spain. I picked him up in the Pyrenees. Right? That's why he's huge.
Picked up on your energy, yeah. Baby,
yeah, I was
but
very,
you're open
very,
anyway. You're born that way, but sometimes it had it as a child, it had to be muted, but you always had that feeling of something's there.
Yeah, I was like in this old village. I was about, I don't know, between 5 to 7. I went out there a lot, but we went up into the mountains, and there's like you're on these really, really old windy roads through the valleys and the mountains, yeah, in the Pyrenees. And we stopped by this rock face, and I remember looking, and there was like, I saw these mountain spirits, like they're fucking huge things, and they make you feel so small, yeah. All the cracks in the rock faces and stuff like that. And I was just looking up and thinking, geez, these things almost like touch the sky. It was that big, you know. And that's where he lives. But there was 3 of them. There was him this side, and there was 2 on the other side of the valley. And then he's just kind of followed me ever since.
You got dragons around you too as well. Your dogs are also your dragons that they help transmute and protect.
Yeah, I've worked with those a lot.
Yeah. Such good hearts they have. Such good hearts they have.
Everyone reads the Black Dragon so long.
Here's like a.
While I'm in wizard mode, I might as well like do a little hypnotic class. The Black Dragon is the Yin Dragon. It's soft, it's deep, and it's dark, but it's not horrible. You have to stop thinking that everything black is horrible. It's not.
It's not wrong.
Light is black and it's soft.
Lloyd has a black dragon as well.
The Black Dragon is like, it's
almost
like
like renewal. Things are shifting, things are movement. Even the dark people think there's no movement because they think, oh, you have to have light to have movement. No, there's movement. Like the cave. People go in, they don't feel movement, they feel stillness. There's movement in black. And it's the beginning point, and it's the renewal point.
This kind of goes back to some work I did with someone else. Yeah, I'm not going to mention it because it's not right to.
That's right.
He did some work there as another shaman, and he'd been out to Indonesia working with guys out there, and they had a lot of dragon magic going on. And they've given me this black dragon's cloak. It literally, the dragon's head sits right there, and it's scaled. Right? It's not reptilian. It's not Illuminati. It's nothing to do with that. but it's like a shielding.
And your feet that have your feet or portals. So like me, when you walk, you get messages from your feet, you get messages through your hand portals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and your ears actually too. There's if you have your ears, you can hear things well.
Oh, okay. It's the alchemy of it, right? Because I do believe in like alchemical things. But the alchemy of this is like, it's that dragon that keeps me soft,
Yes.
keeps me peaceful.
Yep. Which is good because they're great calming protectors. And if they feel anything's going to come towards you, because this one, I feel you have a golden one, and also you have a red one, which is in the background someplace, but when you're out, they protect you with their wings. It's like they bring their wings up and they surround you.
Yeah, that I've worked with loads of, like I said, with this other shaman, I worked with lots of dragons, red, blue, gold, black.
Oh, okay.
There's one that's like white, flecked with gold.
Yeah.
People don't often think about that one. But that's like, that's an ancient one. It's a female dragon.
Yeah. Good, good, good.
The fire dragons are right.
They're good.
They can make me a bit fierce. There's a witch.
What'd she say to you?
Hello.
Good. Vibration, what kind of vibration you picking up?
There's a purple cloak. She's all right. She's pretty cool. But she's been trained by an older one. There's two of them, the older ones with her. The older one's more like a grandmother type figure.
Mm-hmm.
She's, the older one's just watching. She's all right. She's not bothered. You know what I mean? She's not fussed. The younger one, I would say, in Earth years would be mid-30s to mid-40s, healthy.
Good.
She's holding this big leather book. As she's saying, it's my book. She don't really want to say much.
Mm-hmm. Feel she's observing and just watching?
Yeah, just walking with me. She just wanders with me.
Good.
It's not horrible. There's nothing nasty about her. She's quite kind of, I would say, quite Aquarian in her ways,
Mm-hmm.
but very knowledgeable. She's not dead. She's real. This person is alive.
How's your throat feeling? The egg shape.
Fine.
Good.
Like open.
Yeah.
Okay. She's saying, she's talking about the priestess cult of fire and snakes. They were hunted. A lot was said about them, which was lies.
Yes.
To bring monotheism into play.
Yes.
Yeah, a snake dancer. She's not snaky, but they can move like when they dance. They're like snakes. It's almost like
Energy flow, movement, kind of.
yeah. There's a kind of enchantment, but it's not nasty. It kind of lifts you into. It kind of spirals you into a higher realm, you know, where it's gnosis. It's just gnosis. It kind of puts you in this trance-like state where you can just absorb shapes, patterns, colours, sound. It's a different way of viewing the world. It's more, I want to say, sonic.
Like, like hertz to a singing bowl or something like that.
Yeah, vibrations.
Yes.
Colours. There you go. She's getting chatting now. She's saying different colours have different vibrations, different frequencies. She's showing me a way that I understand, which is the 8-way star. Right? There's 8 different colours.
Yes.
So you got your black, your red, your blue, your gold, orange, so on. Yeah. Each of these frequencies is a stepping stone, like when you step up a pyramid. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I know who this person is, but I don't want to say. And they've been living on their own for quite some time now. It's weird. She just holds it all in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not wisdom that she doesn't share it with people. She's struggling at the minute. She's actually like going through some personal shit.
Did you have a message for you?
Be patient.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sorting out. It's coming together. It's just taking a little while. That's a pretty funny one.
What?
There's lots of witches out there.
Mm-hmm.
Only you think they're witches, they're not actually witches at all. They just think they are. They're not. I don't mean to be insulting. They're not doing things the old way, you know?
They don't know what they have forgotten the old ancient ways.
That way really has been lost. The original strain of all that is like way, way, way back there. And the only way you get to it is regression.
Yeah.
Or vision. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? There are some original ones out there that came back. But not as many as we're led to believe. I do know one.
You come on, I think many that are real and many that are just like fluffy bunnies are halfway there, not even close. Because they want the attention of the stares of people.
I know one in America who is the real deal.
Yes, she is.
She taught me a few things. She's pretty safe. She's good. She's a good person. Really good person. Very kind. Does lots of things for lots of people. Talk straight. No bullshit. puts you right when you're wrong, you know? Not that she believes in right and wrong, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've always been around people like this. I don't do normal very well. I really don't wear that t-shirt too good, you know?
Mm. Normal is for sissies. Normal is being in a box, being safe because everybody else says so.
He wants a life of fucking indoctrination. That's just boring.
Yeah, find your own pattern.
That's why I got feathers.
Mm-hmm.
I can just jump wherever I want to jump. The perception of heaven, the perception of hell. Fucking, I've done it all.
Yeah.
And got battered in the process, but
Made you stronger. You're stronger because of it.
yeah, I'm just a wounded healer. I wouldn't say I'm a shaman. I'm a wounded healer. I'm a bit.
But you're healing in your own way. I'm seeing movement. There's process of steps, and when you move from these steps to the forest, I was like you're walking in the woods. Behind you is clear, like it all dissolves, like it is complete, is what I'm being told. It's completed. So
Yeah, I've worked hard at it. I mean, there's lots of people who work hard at it. I'm not the only one. Do you know what I mean? There is no I. When I say I, I'm not talking me. I'm a divine spark in a collective. I'm connected to everyone, and they're connected to me. It's balance. This is fun.
it is fun.
Learning should be fun.
Mhm. There's an old ancient woman within behind you too. I like that.
Yeah, she's a bit. She's a bit. Fierce.
There's no sissy women around you.
She's
You're
telling me
strong.
say fierce. I know exactly what she means.
Yeah.
You fuck with this bitch and she'll just curse you from here to kingdom
Yeah.
come. Like, when she gets that thread out and starts wrapping it around fucking stones and bones, boy, you better start running, man.
Yeah.
She is like old. And she takes no prisoners.
Older than dirt. Yeah. Older than rock.
And she loves living in that blue cave. Do you know what I mean? That really is her place.
Yes. And that's why I felt that the name and essence and the vibration that you picked up and that you're using. And I feel there's many, she lives there, but others are around that cave too. Yeah. Yeah.
She's like this lovely little old grandma who could kick the shit out of you.
Yeah. Whacking the side of, your head, not looking with, a sacred wand or stick,
Yeah, she's like as wild can be. But when you see her, when you know her, yeah, it's like pre-initiation, yeah, she's going to scare the living crap out of you, right? But when she's trying to spook you and you just lay like I am now, go, yeah, all right, grandma, everything's cool, grandma. And she's like right there with her teeth chattering right at your flesh, yeah?
I have a cup of tea with a special cookie. Be careful. You may want to ask what's in the tea,
Yeah, mate, she's awesome. Do you know what I mean? She gets these teeth and she really tries to fucking spook you. And it's like, grandma, just behave. And then, like, as soon as you show her no fear, she's like, she has this big giggle with you, yeah? And then she starts feeding you all these herbs and all these teas and all this weird shit that just really makes you go mad. But I wouldn't fuck with her. She's all right with me, do you know what I mean? She's kind of...
She's comfortable with you. She protects you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, over the years, she's grown used to my humour. She kind of sees it as like it's a human without ego, But she knows some pretty fucking cool stuff.
I think yeah. I think she's the one that she wants you to remember. Oh, I just got something arts. Oh shit. Don't say magical arts, something arts.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that it?
And she's
Okay. She said something arts. She wants you to remember it. She wants you to bring it back to you.
oh, that's a big lump. Oh, thanks. She's telling me to drink mugwort tea. What the fuck does that stuff do? She's saying it's hallucinogenic.
Yes, you can drink it. It can help. Oh, funny. I was looking at mugwort plants today. I thought about that. Different teas. Funny that came up.
It's not the tea, it's the plant spirit.
Yeah, the plant spirit of it.
Medicine. Yeah, like, you know, as you would say, medicine.
It is medicine. And also, you can dry it, make teas out of it. You can also put in incense blends. That's what I put in that Cherokee ceremony smoke.
Yeah, she's saying it's my totem plant. I don't know why mugwort, but it is. She's saying
it's powerful. It is like a it cleanses and clears. It also amplifies your clears too. But it's best to have a light tea of it, like 1 cup, and just enjoy it. But read your body, because some people are really sensitive to that shit.
No, she's saying I'll be all right. She's saying, you know, you don't with poisons. Yeah, it's like I've swallowed poisons and things. It's like, but she's showing me it's like just a little bowl. It's not like a massive cupful. It's like a little.
No. Yeah.
But she's also showing me get a leaf, yeah, and roll it up, yeah.
Yes.
And then she's saying, put a pin. No, it's not a pin. A wire into the wax, and then a necklace.
Yes, like herbal sachets or like an herbal pendant.
Yeah, it's like she's saying you're going to carry the plant spirit with you. It's like a
plant medicine. Bing.
Yeah, she's saying like the magic. It's like you build it up. You go from tree because it's bigger, easier to work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
To plant. Or sometimes you can go the other way, like I did, like stone and bone and then plant. But it's amazing, like what she's showing me. She's saying, you know, you'll be able to see how these things, they move around. We look at a plant and we think, oh, that's fixed, but they're not. It's not like that at all. These things, like, they sing, they move. Grandma's world's pretty trippy. I like it.
Me too. I'm picking up a really good if you can have like a magical garden similar to what I have. I think.
Yeah, I'm going to build one, man. I need herbs. I need some herbs, but like for an old babushka, she's like way out there. She makes ravers look like puppies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like your original visionary. She's a seer. She's a watcher. It's like nothing gets past her.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like she sits in this cave with cobwebs. Do you know what I mean? You try and touch her and you're going to get seriously fucked up, you know?
You can use cobwebs for magic too.
Yeah, like I said, she's okay. There's certain people she's okay with and there's certain people she's really not okay with. And she can define them just at a look. But she sits in this like cave in this blue glow, yeah, and that's what illuminates the cobweb so that people like me and you can see it, yeah?
Yeah.
But if you're dark-minded, if you're wearing those fucking blinkers, you're going to walk straight into that and it's going to be like an atom bomb.
Yes.
And she's no mug, you know what I mean? She sits there, she's got like skulls and bones and antlers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is her world. Like we're playing, you know, we're totally playing in her world now. Do you know what I mean? I feel well out of my depth here.
We are in her area and she's allowing us in because she trusts us. She trusts you completely.
She's showing me this sign thing. Can't really work out what it is. She's drawing it on the floor. It's like a triangle, yeah, with another triangle. And then it's got this like kind of wing shape. It's not a wing, it's almost like, what do they call them? It's like not a rectangle, but it's crooked. But it looks like the shape of wings, yeah?
Is it part of an element of some level?
I don't know, she's just telling me it's like a seal. It's a seal that does something.
Or sigil?
Yeah, like a, I don't know, this is a weird thing, Shaw. I've never seen anything like this.
It's good. It needs to be known.
It's a, it serves so many purposes. It's a key. It's an amplifier. It's a receiver. It's a projector. And she's just saying it's an ancient symbol. It's something to do with the blending of fire and water. It's like when those two elements are balanced, yeah?
Yeah.
Got it. When those two elements are balanced, yeah, this symbol, it creates the mists of Avalon. You can become invisible.
Yes. Which is why there's a love for Avalon.
She's like the real deal of Avalon. Like, we're talking like not Jeffrey and Monmouth's books and none of that bullshit. She's like fucking way older. This is like it's an old Celtic myth. And those places, they just like, they put that screen around it, yeah, so that it couldn't be found. If it couldn't be found, it couldn't be destroyed. So it now lives in our psyche. It's alive in our psyche. It's like, you know, we play with these archetypes and things, but they're not exactly true. They're not the spirit. They're the story of the spirits, but they're not the spirits themselves. The spirits themselves, you have to go to, you have to visit, you have to commune with. You can't learn Avalon out of a book. It doesn't work. And she's showing me my friend's face. I'll talk to you about this bit in private.
Yes.
Okay, Grandma, what's next? She likes Lloyd. But then she would, because he's a stone and bone man, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Some people are rag and bone men, and then me and him are stone and bone men. We do things differently.
When I did this on Lloyd, that came up too. You got it.
Yeah, she likes the way that he can just sit there, he gets an hammer, and he just like, you know, he'll saw away until the job's done, you know? But when she looks at me, she goes, Glenn, you're too fucking intolerant for that, you know what I mean? You have to get Lloyd to do this.
Yeah.
And I've known him so many times.
Yes, you have. Been
He's
your brother
like,
in many things. Yes, you have.
oh, I'm going to cry now.
It's okay. Just let it up. Just bring it up, 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 and just release it. That's why there's such a strong connection there. Like a long lost brother.
He really is my brother. He's like my proper brother.
He is your brother. He has your back.
Like, I would actually be hard pushed to do anything that would offend him. That bond we got, me and him, we're just like fucking there, you know?
It is. Like, it's deep, it's glued, it's bonded, it's there.
We just read each other, do you know what I mean? We're just out there in the caves and woods together, just doing it, you know?
Yeah. Confirmation there.
Grandma is saying Lloyd kicking the bear up the arse was actually the right thing to do.
Yeah.
The bear was taking liberties. I don't know what it was doing, but it was taking liberties.
Yeah, it was.
And for those who when this gets posted, I can vouch Lloyd did actually seriously kick a bear up the arse. Yogi has never been the same since.
Mm-hmm.
You're a bit old as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now you're reading your sister.
Yeah, you old ancient one there. It's like you've always looked like that. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm. It's the real way.
Yeah, I recognised you straight away, and Lloyd. Lloyd just like, he's always looked like that. He's always had that great big beard, man.
Yep.
And that dry laugh, I love it when he's laughing with me. Do you know what I mean?
Lloyd's had that luscious beard. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and it's great fun. Do you know what I mean? We love winding you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys make me laugh. You guys make me laugh.
Donuts and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a good family to be in, man.
It is, bro. You're in a good family.
This is my real family.
Mm-hmm. Distance is nothing. It's the energy. It's the constant open telephone line. I think it's interesting that you chose UK though. It's all right.
Well,
it's okay.
You know, like Grandma said, someone had to live on this soggy postage stamp in the Atlantic. It's been me, you know. It's all right. The stones are here. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stones. And funny enough, I know I'm going to go wandering them again as well.
It's funny because the covenant means rocky road, but also means strength. So there's many meanings to that.
Excuse me while I just show my belly. I need to wipe my eyes.
Go ahead.
As I share water in eyes. All right, so Grandma's going to hang around. She's pretty cool. She's going to run the show by the looks of it. So
that's fine.
I'm quite happy with that.
She's always with you. You're never alone. And you've got your dragons, your dogs, your companions. You've always had them around you. And even a stray cat that always pause and look at you and read you. And you got all the different layers of elementals around you. All the higher realms. You got the higher realms around you. You got the elementals. You got the ones in the earth. You have your connection to the different tribes. There's a reason for that. That goes with your Sirian soul. Because they have ancient ways too as well.
I see it kind of as it is, right? I live in the age of catastrophe. The Western world is going to collapse. It's already happening, right? It's going to collapse.
It is.
There needs to be people like me who can wander.
Before the fall of Atlantis. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like communicate with others, bring people together.
You could also, it'd be good to also ask her and the witch If anyone that is around you can give you messages for your true twin flame, to please bring her forward to you now, so you can experience the true love of unconditional love in all the levels. We ask for that now, please. Someone to make you laugh.
You know where a lot of us go wrong, right? We don't want to accept that like attracts like, and it's like, you know, we have to go through these processes of transmutation, yeah, and it just takes us a little while to get the frequencies to blend properly so that things come together. But it's okay, I'm going to talk to you because I do know who it is.
Always speak your truth. Always come from your heart. And if you can, use your third eye and crown as well, because that helps you distinguish through the bullshit and of limit. And you're doing excellent on your path.
Well, I kind of always understood that, you know, things get torn down in order to get rebuilt. And it's like, that can be health, it can be relationships, it can be towns, cities, it can be all sorts. But people tend to focus on the misery of it all when you don't need to focus on the misery. It's just creating space for new stuff. And if you didn't do that, if you didn't have the chaos that moves it,
yeah, that moves you, you learn from it. What is it telling you? You learn from it, you put it down, say, thank you. I think I know what it means now. Thank you for the healing point. I'm moving forward, and you keep moving forward. Yes.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, people freak when you say the word chaos, but without it, you're just going to stagnate and die. You've got to have chaos. Yeah. You can't live without it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, grandma knows that. She sits in that cave and like, you know, she's seen the world turn very chaotic. And she just sits there with her little Zen head and goes, all right, that's all right, it'll all pass. You know, the dinosaurs will pass. The industrial age is going to pass. Yeah, she sat there and fucking watched it all. She don't give a shit, right?
Yeah.
Because there ain't nothing on this planet as old as her. And there she's just saying, "How you're my vessel," and it's like, that's fine. I'm fine with that. It's a two-way gate. Me and her have got this
bond connection.
Yeah, like, man, shit, she can heal as well. She's no pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
She'll go into things that are like disaster zones, diseases. Oh, here you go. She's on it, man. See, she's like the vulture. She can just peck at all this shit and it don't do anything to her.
She'll go through the trash and use the energy from that.
She's saying that's the ability I've had. You know, it's like through the things I've done with shamans, swallowing poisons and stuff like that. It's almost like it does. You get that belly, you know, you've got that belly. It's like, you know, she's taught me very well from a young age, man. She turned up in my life in a vision when I was about 12, 13. And I didn't quite get the gist of it at the time. But she's taught me how to look at things like decay, decapitations, gore, rot, misery. And she's like, you've seen it all. He's like, you're like a vulture. It doesn't fucking bother you. It can be right in front of you and it won't bother you. You will just carry on doing what you have to do. And like I said, when I say I, it's not ego. I'm talking about us as a collective. She's not just connected to me. There's others out there that she's touched in the right way, I point out.
What else do you see around you? You're picking up.
Well, I used to see Dracula a lot when I was younger, but even he's all right, to be honest. Yeah. People read him the wrong way.
They do. They read him wrong.
It's like I've been around a few things. I've seen like I met a real werewolf in America once. That was pretty trippy.
Mm-hmm.
I healed him.
You did.
Even by his own admission, he will tell you. He used to hold amethyst crystals and they used to explode in his hands. He couldn't hold an amethyst crystal. And before I left, he had like an amethyst crystal.
Wow.
It wasn't me, it was grandma. See, this is the thing. You know, Shai, when you do it properly and the ego's out of the way, I'm not doing none of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is grandma. She just climbs on my back and like rides me like a donkey, right? And it's like, I'm totally all right with it because what she's doing is much better than any politician is fucking doing on this planet right now. You know, and she's actually saying, oh, her and Mother Earth, there's going to be some real ass kicking going on in the next 6 months to a year, right? It's going to kick off. And if people think that they could just like walk across the planet and just totally disrespect it and fuck with all these ancestors and all these like ancient spirits, thinking that nothing was ever going to happen, they're the most deluded morons on the planet.
They're in fear and they're in lack.
They need to be, man, because if grandma goes after them, she's going to be chewing arse and they're going to have vultures pecking at their nuts. It's like you can't
If
do
they
that.
have any nuts, but yes.
We all have to live it. We all have to share this place, yeah?
Yes.
And it's like the greed and the obsession and the trophy wives and all the bullshit, the tinsel. There is one little interesting character right here.
Oh, yeah?
I need to be, yeah, you might need to anchor me for this one because the last time on there, she actually dragged me off and I stopped breathing for 4 minutes.
Okay.
She is the real fairy queen, right? She's very luminous. She's got locks, you know, way down here. She's a proper fairy, right? Full on. She's not one of the ugly ones. This is one of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know their names are all like different, aren't they? You know.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, some people call her Titania, but that's not her name. She's the yeah, she's the original enchanter.
So what does this fairy queen think of the dark one? What is a dark one's point, you would think?
It's kind of weird. In their realm, there's like this strange politics, yeah? Well, I'm going to call it politics, but it's not politics.
I know
Like
what you
it's
mean.
like
Mm-hmm.
magical politics, yeah?
Yeah.
She talks to the Tuatha, right? You can't have your magical weapons unless these boys say your karma's clear enough for you to brandish the sword, the shield, the rod, the cup. Okay? But her, she waves that magic wand around like shit starts happening, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like people get mistaken. You know, where you get these like fairy wands with a star on it?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's light.
Yeah.
It looks like stars, but it's not. It's light.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a sound. It's got a sound wave in it, right? The rod, her vibration goes through this rod and whoosh. There you go. Now, if I said she hung upside down in the cave and farted bats, she'd just giggle.
Yeah.
It's like the fairy queen does rainbow farts and then you're entranced. It's too late, you know? You're in there.
That's a good visual, bro. That's a good visual.
Yeah, they don't want to. You know, these people, what people are they? People, these things.
They're entities. They're energy. Yeah.
They want the world to know. Just fucking lighten up. Stop taking it all so serious. It's not. It was never meant to be that way. You know, your life is about having a spring in your step, having joy, having a deep understanding, being able to look at like death and understand it without all the grief and the sorrow and the misery. They're using blue because like grandma had a blue face in the Scottish tradition. Yeah, her name's E.A.R.T.H. She has a blue face.
Yes.
And the Celts can hide in the mist when their faces is blue. It was like a camouflage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But with her, it also represents like it's a healing vibe.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
It's the moon. You know, it's the color of the moon. It's the color of the oceans.
The higher hertz too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got one hell of a frequency. This blue, you know, we're not talking blue. This is like
beyond what people can comprehend.
It's electric blue. It's like an astral blue. It's not blue like we know as like, oh, Glenn's wearing a blue t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you hear this sound of this blue, yeah,
mm-hmm.
it almost sounds like static electric in your ear. It's that potent. But it's not for everyone. It's not going to be for everyone. Mm-hmm. Not everyone's going to be able to absorb this.
Mm-hmm. Higher frequency. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very. And it's like, she's telling me I'm not alone. There's going to be others that are going to join me and do this. But there's someone out there with another half to the book I've got. Good. And it needs to come together.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, but when that happens, the alchemy is really going to start.
Oh, yeah. You already have some that are bubbling up. Even before this session, you had stuff coming up that you are trying to figure out the frequency, symbolism, what it feels within your heart chakra frequency and your higher realms of you. And I feel that a lot of stuff is going to come together more and more for you after this session. And I think even if it's done once a week, it's going to be helpful that it will bring people seeing your light from a distance or close, knowing your frequency, to come to you and see what you, not I'll say what you have, but yeah, what you have to help the collective, because you are going to help many others and the animals as well. And the fairies in those realms are going to be there for you on that. And those.
Yeah, this is like, it makes a lot of sense to me, right? It's like I said, it's like I worked with another guy years ago, and it's like I was working with this kind of stuff in Glastonbury, all places. But this thing is like Grandma was saying, right? I can't personally identify to it. It's not mine. I don't own it. It's not mine. It's like I'm just a conduit for her.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Conduit.
She's the one that does the healing. She's the one that provides the energy. She's the one that finds the frequencies. She's the one that does all the attuning. Attuning, there's the word right there, Shot. Attunement.
And you're being in tuned on this because we're both on the same frequency. On the same frequency. Yes.
She's going to allow us to go through this, right? There's a shamanic technique I know where you hold pressure points on the head, yeah, up here.
Yes, you should try that.
And she's saying, you know, when these people come, just literally hold those points, just journey them into the cave so they can go meet Grandma and just let her do the work. Mm-hmm. Because that's what she wants. You know, the earth is damaged. Mm-hmm. And the more we heal ourselves, because we're in this meat suit, as I call it. Yeah. But the more we heal this, the more we heal all of that. Yeah.
Yes.
But to just say that these things are nonsense, to push them to one side and say, oh, they're children's stories.
No,
That's the most foolish fucking approach you could take.
but I think it's interesting if they're children's stories, why are there books on them? Why many people have seen them, and since adults and children and animals too as well. It's another frequency.
The books are there like to keep it all alive. They're almost like a signpost, right? You imagine if you was walking down a track and say you had mountains, waterfall, and you wanted to go to, say, the mountains, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The fairy tale book is like, oh, it's that way. But you can only, like I said, you can only align to that. At that point, you can only align to the archetype. You have to get past the archetype, which is the mental construct, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That others have created and said, no, this is Merlin, this is Queen Zelda or whoever, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work like that. You have to be able to get past that. It's almost like Star Wars. Right? Star Wars is probably one of the best fucking religions out there because it tells the truth.
Well, spirituality, but yes, understanding, yeah.
Right? It's telling the truth. It's like, you know, there's elements in there very, very real, right?
Oh, heck yes, they are.
And I know that sounds stupid, but it's not stupid. Joseph Campbell was the one who built all those characters for Lucas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of research put into that about storytelling, archetypes,
Mm-hmm.
samurai, warriorism. There's all sorts of stuff in it, which I'm
Yes.
not going to go into because it will bore. It's personal and it's like, it's deep.
It's the beautiful, beautiful session.
I just feel really, I feel like a telephone line.
There is a telephone line, bro.
It's like you could ask me anything about anything now and I'll probably be able to find you an answer.
Mm-hmm.
But she's never gone away. Do you know what I mean? She's very loyal. That's what I love about her.
She's always there. She's always there. Yeah.
And she loves women. She absolutely loves women.
Good.
She kind of taught me how to be one in my feminine side. You got to learn to nurture. You can't be a warrior without being a nurturer and vice versa.
Yes.
You know, how can a mother nurture if she's not a warrior?
Yes.
See? Okay, this is what Grandma wants to tell us. We fall from the source, we divide into two, 5 elements, 12 animals, yeah? That's what makes the whole. But you have to come back and work your way back up to the beginning, like you said, through the dragons and the dogs and the everything else, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Then through the elements, then the yin and yang. What Grandma's saying is this yin and yang thing, it's not what we think, right? There is no division. It's not bipolar. These things dance together, yeah?
They do.
It's cyclical. It's not divided. So all this bullshit about, oh, you know, women's lib and fucking alpha males, it's just nonsense. It's absolute bollocks. Because those two things are always dancing. They're always hand in hand in the universe, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a platform that we journey to. And it goes round with like the wheel of the year and the 4 seasons and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God, we've been so misleaded as humans, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
What you say, you know, forget the fight. There is no fight. There is no battle of the sexes. It's an illusion.
It's put on by another source or another entity or something just to enjoy that divide and struggle.
Yeah, it's a mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But you were saying about the fairy queen and what she thinks of the dark ones.
Yeah.
She's asking in which sense do you mean dark? Do you mean dark as in dark magics, or do you mean black as in black magic?
Are they not the same thing?
No.
Yeah.
The Dark Mother
It's different.
See, she's talking to grandma. These two are like crossfiring. It's okay. Dark mother like Carly and all that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's dark magic, but it's not black magic. Carly doesn't want to control. She doesn't want to manipulate.
She doesn't.
Right? But black magic does want to control and does want to manipulate.
Yes.
So that's the difference between dark magic and black magic.
Mm-hmm.
Dark magic is fine. You've got a dark bit of the moon. You know, you have a dark sky. You can wear dark clothes. You can see light in dark spaces.
Mm-hmm.
But this idea of power over is a little bit twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Cave, there's going to be loads of stuff comes through there as well, and other places. Your sisters are laughing. That's going to build up into quite something.
Yes. Well, I thank them all for being here with us and for their messages. And I'm taking notes. And we all love them very much. We thank them so much. I thank them.
Hell yeah, it's like grandma. Like I tell you, she just loves to party, man. People just see her.
Love them.
She's
Love them
like,
all.
get out there, light fires, dance, be happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Run around, if that's what floats your boat. Just don't do harm. You know, don't do harm.
I thank them very, very, very much. And with this, if Glenn feels like coming back out of his shaman trance, I'd love to see the bro slowly come up. 1, 2, 3. You're coming back down. You know you're in your bed. All warm and toasty. Might feel a little fuzzy.
My eyes are like fire extinguishers.
Well, yeah, man. You're like shamaning, man. You're like out there talking to all the realms.
That was awesome. That was really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a shamanic journey without the drums.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had a little singing bowl in it, but yeah. Yeah. To what you feel. I mean, you're like right in almost so like I was like standing next to you, seeing everything like a TV set, you know.
That was like, no,
yeah,
that was real. That was real. You know, if you said to me now, did you just go to Avalon and talk to all them people? I would like 100% say to you, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Because I have my body, right? It's just consciousness. It's like you can. It's like radar. You send and receive, send and receive, send and receive. That's like Grandma was saying about the bats, right? And I didn't think I was going to remember it, and there's probably bits of it I won't.
Well, just record it. I'm gonna try and get some
stuff about Grandma.
Yeah.
All that stuff about Grandma and those spirits, like I won't forget. None of it.